And we are recording. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, boys and girls. Welcome back, all genders in between, traders and derpers, and anything. You guys are all very welcome. Uh, so let's have a look at where we left off yesterday, so that we can have a little bit of try to estimate what is going to happen today. So yesterday we were March 6th at 18, 17 something. So yeah, we were sitting more or less in this situation over here. So what we expected was sitting between those two ranges. The bias was a little bit more to the upside than it was to the downside. And breaking this yellow box was actually your first confirmation, putting in a higher high and a higher high on RSI. So price action and and RSI both had a higher high, and this kind of confirmed the solidity of this move. So yeah, like I said, having a little bit of a pullback, looking for support was perfectly okay, especially if we had a 1 hour close above this area. And that happened. So we found some support on this big volume node, and then we saw this big move further to the upside. Now, before we continue, guys, have some free tokens. Here's my handout to you. So you know how it works, right? The code is WO-NZT40. So yeah, remember, I don't say O40, right? It's WO-NZT40. So now coming into this momentum here, what I am looking at is actually the fact that right here we have a higher high on the price action, while on the RSI we still have a lower high. Okay, so is this a big issue? Not on the long term just yet, because for the long term we have no bearish divergence whatsoever. But on the short term, if price falls down below this area over here, I do believe we are going to look for some more support on this area. And why is this? Just because this is a local bearish divergence, and if it doesn't get resolved by making a higher high over here like this, then I do believe a little bit of a correction is going to come. Just another opportunity, in my opinion, to enter along. So you know, if my idea would you know what, I'll explain my idea in a little bit. First things first, we're gonna have to analyze the RSI levels, just like always. Readjust this one, reevaluate this one. This one doesn't really matter anymore, so we're going to clean this up. There we go. And then we are going to start analyzing a little bit right after the intro. Sometimes I forget the intro, and it's so cool. You guys enjoy it. Yeah, booyah. All right. So, first things first, let's have a look at this RSI level, because this is the one right now that we want to break. This one, we still want to have a look at it as well, because that's going to be your next major level that really needs to get broken. But I do believe if from here we keep going up, we break the local high on both this and this and this, anyway, a little bit of a pullback is going to come. The only difference is that if we break higher, the potential area for support would be here. If we correct here, I think the potential area for support will be this one. So that's more or less what I'm looking at. Of course, if we do this bigger move here, it doesn't exclude that, you know, we could have even a little wick, like something like this, stab down, and then, you know, just move, you know, wiggling back up. This is also potentially possible, but here I would feel 60%, 70% safe. Closing over here, I would feel even much more safer. So that's the only difference right now. But just seeing as how we don't have a bearish divergence here on the long term, this makes me feel a lot more comfortable in the fact that you know, any kind of correction down is just a little bit more of an opportunity to add up on your long position, if of course you are already in a long position. If not, that's your opportunity, I think, to enter. Yeah, not financial advice, but just you know, this is how I would see this entire structure right here and now. So let's stop jibber jabbing, and I'm going to analyze the RSI levels, right? So we have 79.5, and let's fill that out. 79.5. It's already pretty high for an RSI level. So let's take a yellow rectangle. This would be sitting at 52,150. Let's do, you know, this 52,001. It keeps moving. 200. It keeps moving more. You know what? I'm going to do 250. I don't care. It's it doesn't have to be really exact, you know. Let's go back down to 200. At least, you know, 210. Okay. Now hold it. Let's go with a yellow color. Yeah. And maybe we also want to have a look at this area over here. This is sitting at 83.5. 83.5. And what does this say? 53,000. Hey, actually interesting. So something like this, and something like that. Then let's move this up here so you guys have the levels. Cool. Cool. Yeah, that's actually really nice. So this area over here, the orange area, looks fairly easy to break. When I look at this structure here, because we're already in the yellow zone, basically, rejecting this, of course, down to this level, which would also line up with any of the moving averages that can potentially serve as a key area or a key indicator for support. We could also see price rise up and still find some support here on the low end of this volume node. So not even without rejecting the yellow box. So this would actually signal a lot more, a little more of a breakout. Yeah, all in all, I think all this is looking rather healthy. I'm really happy. Also seeing how the moving averages are starting to flip back into their normal order. So what do we have? We have the 21 simple moving. We have the 55 exponential. We have the 144 still scissoring together with the 233. So, you know, it's close. It's getting there. It really looks good. Now, does this mean that we cannot see some more downside? Actually, that's not what I said. And that's really not what I'm talking about, because if we look back in the past, we look at the Wayback Machine, what happened? We saw a nice rise up, like here, and then after that, a little bit of bearishness, where eventually price slowly got picked up again. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about when I said breaking certain levels would just make it really hard for price to recover, but not impossible. Okay, so we need to keep our eyes on this. It is perfectly possible that the price could actually rise up till here, start stalling out and making a bearish divergence with this area over here, and ultimately pushing price back down, maybe even to the 38,000. Things are not impossible at all. And if we look at this, we would end up with the same structure as here. Okay, so this is, if this were to happen, this is over here, I was not really longing. If you guys remember, in this area over here, I was rather looking for shorts, and I think I shorted most of the pushes down, even this pump and dump. I didn't go in with a long. I just waited for it to stall out and just to start shorting. And then, of course, we have the Tesla pump, where over here, you know, I got fooled because of all the media and the hype. I thought, like, yeah, this is just a big company trying to lure some more gullible people. And turns out I was the gullible one. But yeah, you know, things happen. It was not that horrible, actually, you know. I shorted here. I managed to get out with not too much of a loss, and then I started longing as soon as I saw it break out, and you know, still made some good profits. So you know, that's the bottom line. It, you know, sometimes you're gonna make mistakes, and don't beat yourself up. And whatever happens, even if you feel that you're in a bad position, don't panic. You know, get some cold water, cool yourself down. There, it's never, ever gonna go in one direction without stopping. There's always those little waves and motions, and you know, you're just gonna have to find how to get out of your position without losing too much. Sometimes, you know, you could just even hold on. Eventually, there is a little bit of a pullback that is going to come. And this is then where you start to look for the support areas and try to get out as soon as price actually does find the support that it's looking for. But yeah, you know, yeah, sometimes it's easier said than done. I know. I know. So yeah, all in all, it's a lot of practice. That's what the most important thing is. A lot of practice, and yeah, just always thinking about your strategies, thinking about how you are going to manage the risk that you're taking. Like if you were to enter along here, let's say, you know, very bad decision, but if you could, you know, you could. There is a chance that it's going to go up, but there's also a chance that it's going to go down. So we're going to have a look. Thinking about this, we entered here, and we're going to look at the downside over here, this RSI level here, sitting at 33.2. Let's have a look. 33.2. And what does this give us? $48,000, 500. Okay, so what do we do then? We grab this 48,500 like so. There we go. And so yeah, imagine things are going against you, right? What you could do is at least try to hold on until it bounces. Looking at the volume signature of this thing, like you don't need like a lot of technical analysis to know that, right? You see this huge volume node, there is going to be a bounce. And remember what I said, never ever enter a trade with your full portfolio. That's very important. And why is that? There is a technique, and a lot of people are going to tell you to stay away from it because it's very dangerous. Okay, so remember that it's very, very, very dangerous if you do it the wrong way. Okay, but it's called, it's based on the strategy of martingale, where like on a blackjack table, you play a 50-50 odds, and every time you lose, you double your money so that eventually when you win, you get back all your losses plus the profit. And statistically speaking, eventually you're gonna win, especially if every time you take the same side, you take the same color. Okay, right here, it's a little bit more than that. The thing is, if you have, for instance, like a position of 5% of your portfolio, doesn't matter. It does matter, especially on leverage trading. It has to be low leverage so that at least you can take the pain of seeing the price come down. Okay, so what you can do if it really turns against you, you just wait, you make sure that you don't get liquidated. So no high leverage, guys, no high leverage. And you wait until the support area that you're estimating gets rejected. Okay, and this is where you can add up on your long position, like add, I don't know, 5 times more, so that your long position really gets dragged down from there to here. As soon as you're above water, you exit what you entered. Okay, so you're back at the same amount that you had here, but you did drag it all the way here. And that will put you a lot safer again. And then you can actually just wait, let it ride. And if the same stupidity were to happen, like let's say that, this is going bearish completely, and you didn't put a stop loss, you didn't get out, the way you should, you're still stuck, you're stuck again. Again, your leverage is going to be a lot lower. But here, looking at how deep this is where I would prefer to take the loss, especially when we break below this level, I would just take the loss. This is getting too hot for me. But over here, there still is a big hope, So you have to think for yourself, like, what are the odds actually that it gets picked up? Because eventually it is going to get picked up, and there is going to be at least a bounce up, but I don't think it's going to go straight there anymore, So you need to manage your position, and that's what trading is all about, risk management. So when you think about strategies, keep these things in the back of your head. It's just like a playbook, you have a certain setup on the field. If we want to talk about, football strategies and stuff, it's basically, it's all one big sport, There is always risk that things go against you, and you need to set up your defenses as well. Can you defend it? Okay, if it's a lost cause, like dropping below the 44,500, I would not be holding on this long. This is where actually, I would say, like, okay, I dragged my position down, I got out, I lowered my position again, things are really good. potentially, you know, I would even, if it really comes down below such a level, I would already start exiting slowly as it comes closer and closer to the break even, that I really feel like, it's not feeling good. You know, if it's not feeling good, I try to get out. And you know, even if it does go up again, you know, it doesn't matter. There's still a new opportunity, you know. But just hypothetically speaking, if it really comes down to creating a lower low, because that's what it's going to be. You have a high, we have a low, then we would have a lower high, and breaking the yellow line over here would already be your next lower low, right? And then this area becomes resistance. So, you know, statistically speaking, coming from here, it's not going to recover quickly. So, you know, even getting eventually out here with a break even, I would just wait and see and let it ride. And this is how I set up my strategies, thinking about these levels, about how I can use the information that I find and try to set up some strategies. I don't know where it's gonna go. You know, it's just like a game of football. You know, you don't know where the other team is going to throw their balls and stuff. Their ball. But what you do, same thing. You think about where do I want to get my defense set up? Where do I want to get some people set up, and who do I need to cover? Because who's going to be the big shot? Who you know, all these things, and then you try to set up a strategy and you just try to stick to it. Okay, so yeah, long story short, yada yada yada. I know I talk a lot, and that's just what I do. That's what you guys are here for. I hope you guys enjoy this. Like you know, I'm not really here to make bold predictions and stuff, but just helping you become better traders. You know, if everybody in the world had a little bit more of a brain working like this, you would actually see less volatility and a more predictable market, right? Because that's what happens when more people, more educated people, start to play the same game, and a lot more patterns are going to start emerging, and then yeah, it becomes easier if you are aware of the patterns to be looking for. You know, self-fulfilling prophecy, you know, basically. So let's look at the next level. This one over here, that's the one that I find very, very interesting. Oh, over here, this one. It's already set up or what? 33.2. Let's 0.6. Let's just have a look, see what this gives us. So this one would say 46,300. That's more or less just break even. Okay. Okay. And then we do have, so see what I mean? Because this level over here is at a break even, you know, like the RSI level actually just lines up with the yellow line, more or less. So, you know, really breaking below this, I think this is your call, where you need to say like, okay, I'm gonna let it go even if I had a little bit of loss, and just let it decide what's gonna happen. Because it could turn bearish then, or it could just recover and go bullish again. So level by level, take it slowly. Now let's have a look at this one over here, because this one piques my interest, and it's 27, 28 on the RSI. Look, 28, and we got same thing. Nothing really changed. 44,500. And then the bottom here is 20.6, right? Yeah, 6. Let's do 20.7, because the low just next to it was 20.8. And 40,500. It's dropped again. Hey. Good. Oh, 40,550. What just happened? What did I do? 1,550. Okay. No wonder it disappeared. Did you see that, guys? I'm sorry. I'm so stupid. Okay. Now we have this going. We have that going. This is nice. And here, right above, have a look at this one over here. What does this say? We got 80.6, 77.2, and let's go with 77 sharp on the nose. I think that should do it. All right, and this would be 53,600. Hey, very interesting. $53. You know what? I'm going to redo this 5-hour chart because I think this is a little too close and too narrow to it. I think the 5-hour chart is gonna get it a lot better. 55,600. Much more. There we go. All right, new instant code, guys. Hey, nobody took the last one. What the hell? What up, guys? Come on. Okay. So in the meanwhile, I'm going to color code these things. Very dark orange. Okay. And the next code is WO-WBRTS. Get your instant tokens, guys. Come on. Don't be shy. So realign this a little bit. Right. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, cool. Goodie. So, how are we going to look at this? For the pullback, for the correction. Oh, hey, this is fairly interesting. Look at this. So this is a 5-hour chart, and on the 5-hour chart, we see that the accumulation distribution is angling a little bit to the downside. So still, yeah, I would say still the area of going sideways, you know, accumulating, distributing, accumulating, distributing. But that's, you know, that's that. Let's look at the 10-hour chart. And we see something, and on the 10-hour chart, we see the red zone on the accumulation and distribution actually angling up, making its move back to the upside. I think this is rather positive. Cool. I'm still trying to find some more ways to use it. For now, I'm using it very basically. In a very basic way, but yeah, just give it time, you know. Sometimes it really just takes some more time and a habit of using indicators and noticing what happens with the price action until you start recognizing patterns and recognizing things that you can use as red flags for an indicator. But I like this. I do like it because it's even using it as a straightforward, like how is the line sloping. I do believe already it does help a lot. But yeah, you guys, I really encourage you also to experiment with this indicator. Yeah, cool. So let's look at the daily, because as we are Sunday, we're going to close the weekend, start a new week. So we're gonna have to take a little look at the daily chart and the weekly chart as well. So let's have a look. Right here, we have our local high, the past local high, lining up with this one here. And what do we see on the RSI? This is sitting at 56.77 and 56.93. So closing today's candle on a higher high would again show us that the bearish divergence has been averted and that there is nothing to worry about, which is actually really, really cool. So this is that. On the other hand, if we were to turn around and break down, closing the daily under the 45,140, so under this local low, this would be your lower low, and this is where you have a continuation to the downside that is being confirmed. So again, you know, there's this same level I was talking about. Of course, a little bit lower than the 46,500, but that's on the daily. So, you know, you can choose which level you would rather use as a reference line. But yeah, either one of those would actually do. But yeah, of course, breaking under 45,000 and closing the daily under 45,000, there's no way this thing is going to recover quickly. Just like here, same thing. You know, we had our low, lower high, eventually closing a daily under this level. That's your confirmation. And it really took at least a retest of this area and on the lower time frames, making a bullish divergence before we actually saw continuation. And it was only as soon as we broke above this region here that we started breaking out again. Okay, so right now I would say if we manage to close above this level, really nice, very, very good, then at least we have some freedom to see a little bit of a pullback. And then again, you know, closing above this area over here, there is going to be your breakout. And this is where, you know, you need to be long, because we're entering price discovery mode again. And, you know, it might be bigger than expected. But of course, you know, don't take out the champagne just yet. Keep your eyes on the price. Keep your eyes on the things that are happening right now, and go level by level. You know, just like Dub Monster, take small positions. You know, if you're not comfortable doing big, longer trades, and don't force yourself. Don't force yourself. These are actually really nice practice areas, if you will, because we are undecided. There is no need to enter a big position that you want to hold on. This is too early to really make a long-term prediction. Okay, it's only if we break the all-time high or if we start making lower lows. And for me, basically, I want to see a continuation of at least one more lower low, a lower high, and this would be, for me, the confirmation that this thing is not going to recover, not in the shortest. Okay, so yeah, only when, I mean, when we break below this. Yeah, exactly, Dub Monster, you know, especially if you're learning, scalping is a good start. You know, it's a really good start. That was also the first kinds of trades that I used to do, because I was never comfortable going to bed with an open trade. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like, you know, you sleep with one eye open, and every hour you open your phone just to see, like, okay, what's happening, you know. Yeah, that's not a life. That's not a life. But another thing that is actually really good is just, you know, taking tiny positions. You know, don't be ashamed. Like, I have one guy in the Discord channel. I even told him, like, you know, take $1 trades. It's okay, as long as you're learning. At least what you're learning to do is to use the momentum as the of the market to try and position your position. You know, it's not like, you're looking at a chart and then you say, like, oh yeah, I understand it, I should have shorted here, and yeah, of course, obviously you have to long here, and this was also your short, you know, and then here you could long, short, long. Oh my god, you know, I would make so much money. That's hindsight trading, and it doesn't work like this. And also those practice accounts, it doesn't feel real enough. Oh, but if you play with real money, or you use real money, and you know, even $1, you have to use the momentum of the market to place your position where you want to have it. You know, it takes a lot more skill then. And then, you know, you can practice those things. If it goes against you, like, could I drag my position down using adding $2? You know, I add $2. Oh, okay, this happens. And you know, worst case scenario, you lose $3. What is it? Coffee at Starbucks? You know. So there are ways to practice these things, and to put them in practice until you really feel that your hit ratio becomes to get bigger. And then remember how many times you needed to reposition. Remember all these things. Maybe write them down in a book, in a journal, so that if you start going bigger, that at least you know which averages to be using. How often did you have to reposition before it really got better? Did you use levels to think about how many times you're ready to reposition? And like all these things, this is what you need to think about, and then you can start using more money and being just as successful. But make sure that you literally 100% take over everything in the same way, but just scaled. Okay, so that's actually really important. If with $1 trades, you can manage to get yourself out with profit in the green, with maximum using, I don't know, up to $20 even. And you know, if you want to go with let's say $1,000 positions, then you need at least $20,000 in cash, and you need a safety net, so you're going to need 50,000 on your account. Right? So you really need to think about these things, and if you want to scale it up, you need to scale everything up all together. All right, Dursun Bekci. Yeah, sure, my friend, I can analyze alpha. But before that, let's have a quick look at the dominance chart. So yeah, like I said, no surprise there. If Bitcoin is going to be pushing up, the dominance is also going to be pushing up. Right here, what I do notice is that we are following this trend line. We are following this channel. Looks a little bit like there is a bearish divergence of sorts, but yeah, I just don't know how much we can use these or apply these things on the dominance chart. It's experimental, guys. It's really experimental. But yeah, right now the dominance looks to just be trending down this negative slope. Altcoins have suffered a little bit, all except for Tezos, Uniswap, and Elrond. Elrond actually also looking not too bad. Yeah, don't worry, Durson. After I did some altcoins, I will go back to Bitcoin, wrap it up so that we can talk about the levels and what to expect. And then that will be it. I always do this, so never ever worry. It's always better that you just get into the live portion, that you're talking and having conversations and stuff, because at the end of the video, I will always do a re-summarize what we talked about, especially on the Bitcoin chart. Wow, no, that's Ethereum USD. Ethereum, yeah, slaughtered. Everything in the red. Yeah, good. So Alpha Romeo. No, that's not what you guys want, right? So I'm gonna look at Alpha BTC. Looking at this, I would say continuation to the downside. Next area to hold should be this one over here. Okay, this one. That's your next key area. So looking at how much of a volume there is and how low the RSI already is, I think there is a good chance that Alpha is going to get picked up somewhere in these areas over here and then start making another attempt to the upside. Of course, then again, same thing. You're gonna have to keep your eyes on this level and this level. Hope that it doesn't shoot up too hard, because if it really shoots up too hard, your RSI level is going to make a higher high before the price action could make a higher high. And then you're in trouble, and then that's down to the dumps. Jesus, I'm a real artist. I'm a real artist. That's your bicycle, the guy with his hair, just pushing. Where's the steering wheel? There you go. Oh my God. All right. Crypto art. maybe I should start selling non-fungible tokens. Are you guys into these things? Do you guys collect non-fungibles? Honestly, I haven't. I didn't do crypto kitties and stuff. No. So any other altcoins that you guys want to look at? We can look at the big players. We can look at Ethereum. Yeah, just like I was expecting, right? Ethereum pushing up here, getting the bearish divergence. So again, pressure down, and yeah, yeah, I think at least the RSI level is gonna drop pretty hard. Maybe Ethereum could get picked up over here. There still is a nice volume node. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. So yeah, potentially finding some support and then seeing where it goes. All right, IOTA. And let's do first ADA because it's already here. All right, so what do we see? Potential bullish divergence over here. That's your lower low coming from this area, lower low on the price action. Yeah, there is a chance basically that it will keep going for this area. You're gonna have to keep your eye on the RSI level and see if the RSI makes a lower low or not. If it does not, if it holds, then yeah, there's a really good chance ADA is going to shoot up. So potentially new opportunity to get some Cardano, some Charles Hopkins, or yeah, what's his name? Cool, guys. Hey, I'm really disappointed. Nobody is taking the instant tokens. Come on, guys. It's free money. Oh, or is it because you need to register an account at get.instant.com? Because it's really not a scam. But yeah, I know. I've heard that you need to use a Google account or anything, that it's not so easy to register just an email account. But yeah, it's free tokens. It's I'm giving them away literally, right? So, but yeah, I'm not going to force anybody's hand. It's just my way of saying thank you. Oh, there we go, Croyer. Good man. Yeah, you must be holding at least some tokens now, right? That's cool. I'm really happy for you. Let's hope that this thing. Oh, it was broken. Okay. Wow. I'll be damned. Maybe that's why nobody took them. Huh. You know what? I'm gonna send an email to support after this chat. Oh, more awesome, cool guys, really happy. So wow, yeah, that sucks. I'm going to send an email to support. I will tell them that I've been streaming for almost an hour, and only at the end I'll explain them. Yeah, they need to get their shit working, guys. You should have told me. You should have told me, like, oh, it doesn't work, and but yeah, happy that you guys have some, and more to come tomorrow. More to come. Every day I will keep donating these. So yeah, ADA, potentially a key area for support. So what I would be doing if I were you is wait for the 2000 Satoshi area. Wait for it to get hit, and as soon as it gets close, like, it can be even a little bit higher. Yeah, it can be even a little bit higher. But yeah, like, let's say 2050 Satoshi, something like this. When it hits, you see if the RSI level is still above this one over here. So what you don't want is the RSI to break below the 20.4 on the RSI level for the 1 hour chart. That's what you don't want to see. Yeah, wow, Croyer. So you could not log in, but I'll just I'll take a screenshot of this later, and I will tell them. I will contact support. Let's see what they say. I never spoke to support on Incent. I know they have a Discord channel and stuff, so it could be interesting. I like to do these things. I like to give them shit. All right, so this for ADA, and now IOTA. What's IOTA doing? So yeah, same thing. Potentially, we have a bullish divergence over here. This is your lower low on the RSI level compared to all these, and this comes from this level over here. So your area of interest will be this one over here, 2360 Satoshis. That's the one that you want to see holding. As long as this holds, I think all is great. And seeing how we do have this big volume node, potentially just some pressure down to, let's say, 2500 Satoshis And so again, IOTA really starting to shine. I'm really happy. I've been waiting for ages for this one. I gave up on Cardano, I gave up on ADA, but yeah, IOTA, I found the project be so unique. Like, their network is nothing compared to any other blockchain. It's completely set up for a complete different use case. And I like that. I really appreciate that they are unique in their kind. Free transactions, really fast transactions. I don't know. It offers a lot of possibilities, different possibilities than a regular blockchain, and they try to really use it, take advantage of what they have created. So you have to respect them for that. And now lately, putting so many announcements of new integrations and stuff. They yeah. Hey, I'd be happy to see IOTA really pull through and become one of the big ones again, because it has been big. It was very hyped in the beginning, but then all of a sudden, they lost traction. So yeah, cool, beautiful. Okay, so yeah, here we go, guys. I think this is about it for today. Wrapping this thing up, and Bekshi, this is for you. No, this is not for you. It's of course it is for you. No, but it's for everybody. Oh my God. I did this to myself, right? So let's wrap this thing up. Right now, looks like we do have some pressure down. On the short term, pressure down is actually being confirmed by this bearish divergence very locally, and closing under the 50,500. This should be confirmation that we are going to see some lower levels. And is this a breakdown? Basically not. I would be targeting any of these volume nodes over here, hoping that we do not break below this yellow box. Breaking below the yellow box would already put pressure on the structure, but breaking under the 46,500, this is where I really would not advise on holding on to the hot potato. Because once we get below this, remember, we do have our high, our low, our higher high. No, we could even say the high, the low, the higher high, the higher low, the higher high. So breaking this structure over here would already break the uptrend, the uptrend, because once we start getting below this, the trend is broken. And if we get below this area, then what do we have? We have our high, our low, our lower high, and then we are going for the lower low. So the pivot point, the point that we really want to keep our eyes on, is 46,500. This should be your irrefutable stop loss area. Don't long when we go below this area. All the rest is just very nice opportunity. Especially, this, I'm looking at this big volume node, like, Jesus, look at this. It's, wow, salami size thing in your face. And also seeing how it lines up with the EMA 144, it could really be something. Now, finally, let's just do a little bit of Fibonacci magic. And what do we see? The 0.5, the 618, and the 786 are all lining up on these volume nodes that are sticking out, the ones that I have been talking about. Especially, yeah, the 618, a little bit more in between, but you know, those are very, very nice opportunity areas. So yeah, guys, I hope this will help you. Um, Before I sign off, I will mark the levels with some rays. Then you can take a screenshot if you like. I will also post this in the Discord channel. If you are a member, remember it's really easy to become a member, but yeah, the only thing I ask of you is gently to use the affiliate link to sign up to Bybit. Not just to give me a little bit of a kickback. You know, the big traders, the one who actually really make a lot of volume, I look for who you are, and I will give back a nice portion of the affiliate revenue. So, like last month, the affiliate revenue was like barely a few cents. But in January we had like there was a big affiliate bonus, and I think I must have given back to Pluto, but Pluto is not in our group anymore. I don't understand. I gave him like 0.07 BTC or something. It was a chunk. Yeah. So you know, it's really worth it if you want to get part of the team, and you know, you're making like a lot of trades. Then it's always nice to get some of your trading fees back, right? Because otherwise you're just paying the fees. And I also noticed that even making the maker fee, so getting paid to open and close positions, it also adds up on the affiliate bonus. So if you're big on trading like that, you're making money on your fees, and you're also going to get back from the affiliate revenues. So, you know, yeah, like I'm really trying to be supportive and to have as many opportunities for all you guys to profit on. And I find this is a nice way to not have to ask for a membership fee or anything like that. Um, because otherwise the Discord channel is just going to become pandemonium. Yeah, you have to understand there. You have to keep like a few sets of rules. I really want the group to be really as full of most interested traders as possible. And being on the same platform is also a good thing, because you can help each other out. If you don't understand something, at least you know everybody's trading on the same platform, and Bybit is a really robust platform. You know, I've heard of downtimes on other platforms, and you know, they couldn't trade, and you know, Facebook is going crazy bananas. Can't exit my positions, yada yada. uh, I haven't had any issues on Bybit so far. I've been trading for like I think 1 year and a half on their platform. No issues. Really fast support team. Those guys are awesome. um you have an issue, like within 5 minutes you're talking to a real person. No bot interactions, and oh, your message has been received and we opened a thing, and somebody will contact you one of these days if we see that you are a large client. Otherwise, go screw yourself. No, everybody is treated really well there. So yeah, you know, give it a try. If you think this is something that you want to be part of the Wolf family, then very easily go to the website Wolves of Bybit, wolvesofbybit.com, just like it's written down below over here. And you scroll down, and then here's your sign up button, the affiliate button. Then afterwards, just send me an email. with your nickname so that I know who you are, your email address, the address that you signed up on Bybit, and maybe in the messages also add your user ID number so that you're easily verified. And you know, that's it. You don't like it, then Becky, what do I expect first, 40K or 60K? I'm sorry, my friend. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. If we enter this high area over here, then what I expect is that this zone over here is going to be a pressure down zone. Okay? If we don't break out of this, there is going to be pressure down, large correction, and then we're going to have to reanalyze where it goes. But if we break out, if we go above 58,000, then I'm pretty sure there's going to be continuation, maybe 70K, you know, 75, something. It's going to be big. But yeah, what is going to come first, 40K, 60K? Honestly, I don't know. But the way we are postured here, I feel very comfortable that at least the 53,000 up to 56,000 is in play. This area over here, all this is what we are looking at right now. Of course, as long as 46,500 doesn't get, that's the criteria, and that's of course for the market to decide. We don't decide these things. But what am I doing? There, delete. But what we can do is just look at the lines, the areas of interest, and try to set up for these. Like I said, right now it's coming down. It's coming down. But this entire area I see as one nice area of support. If this one breaks, I'm holding my breath, but really wicking below this is like I'm letting go. Then potentially, you know, we could see price get picked up over here, but not really sure. You know, not really very hopeful for this one. I would be eyeballing more like 38,000, even 35,000. Okay? So it's not even 40K that is in play anymore. If we really get below these levels, then it's really going to be lower than that. But that doesn't mean that if we get here, it cannot bounce up first and get resistance over here and then start tipping down. This is why I put all these levels, and you know, you should be trading just level by level. Don't look at the long play, you know, the easy play, like just tell me if I have to go long or short, and then in a few weeks I'll have a look and I'll cash out. It doesn't work like this. You know, it really doesn't work like that's gambling. And you know, even gambling, what could happen is that actually you enter along here, it goes up, and then it starts coming down. You lose your nerve, you close your long, and then it goes up anyway. You know, then you lose on both fronts. You know, so yeah, for me, really, it's better right here in this posture to be day trading. When you really are a hodler, then all these areas here, this is not your zone. Okay, your zone is here, the bottom. That's where you want to be accumulating as much as possible. This is where you dollar cost average. You know, every time that you know that it's bottoming out and everybody says, stay off of Bitcoin, don't touch it, it's going to zero. This is where you really want to accumulate. Like as soon, you know, like this swoop, this long swoop of at least a few months. This is your accumulation zone. This here, that's danger territory. And this is, you know, it's not for the faint of heart. Now, what else would I like to look at? Let's look at the weekly. Just quickly, let's look at this. Imagine that actually we could still see continuation. Honestly, I'm starting to have my doubts, or at least no, there is going to be at least some more momentum to the upside, because when we look at this area over here, zoom this back more like this, yeah, this, when we look at here and here, what do we have? Higher low on the price action, lower low RSI. Basically, this is a bullish divergence, right? So yeah, I think this story is not over just yet. The only thing we don't want to see is, for instance, a closing, a lower low closing, a lower high closing, and then going for a lower low. This happens, you know, sayonara, game over. Very happy to have seen you play, but now we are turning the tables around. It's a short season. All right, but yeah, let's not jump the gun. Let's not be premature. There is no reason right now. Yeah, just look at this. You know, monthly over here. Last month, February closed above the high of January. Still no red candle, no red candle whatsoever. So very, very nice times to be alive. Look at the accumulation and distribution chart. What am I doing here? So what do we see? Basically, this month is still angling nicely up. And what do we see? Yeah, it doesn't really get the top. Okay. Yeah. Take it as you will, guys. But for me, I'm just going level by level. I'm not going to do the crystal ball game and try to predict the long-term predictions and stuff, because yeah, it's not possible. It's really not possible. It could just turn around right here. It could keep going. The thing is that FKP said that yesterday Biden is launching more stimulus. More people are again losing more faith in the system, which puts us in a paradigm that we have not seen before. So yeah, basically we can't even compare all these ones here. It's a new situation, so let's just go slowly and let's see where it leads us. And you know, most important of all, think about respecting the levels, using those levels to set up your trades and to keep your position safe. And then I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, same time, same channel, 5:30 more or less UTC, so 5:30 p.m. UTC. I hope this is a good time for everybody. I really enjoy doing those streams at this time. I thank you all very, very much for watching. Dub Monster, Croyer, Dursun, you guys are very, very I really, really enjoy talking to you guys. And then all the other guys that have been watching the playbacks, you know, thank you very much as well. Hit the likes if you like this this kind of content, and also remember to subscribe and hit the bell notification, because I do notify in time when I will be streaming, so that you know at least that you're not waiting for nothing. Usually I'm a little bit late. And also hit those likes, guys, because we need to convinced the YouTube algorithm that this is content that you enjoy watching. You know, let's grow this community. Let's get some more people on board, and let's have more fun with this. All right. So, in the meanwhile, I wish you guys a great day. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same channel. Be there. Square. Ciao.